Hello and welcome to this video. Today we're going to be doing a stock analysis on Saab. This is a Swedish defense contractor that makes planes, missiles, submarines, you name it. Now we're going to be doing a SMA analysis and also an RSI. Now let's start with the RSI because that is crazy at the moment. Look at this huge breakout. It's almost at 94, so it's 93.25. That is crazy high. And at the moment, live trading, it's still above. As you can see, it's actually getting more momentum at the moment, so it's not even done peaking. But as you can see, it rarely actually has breakouts, which is unusual for defense contractors. They usually always break out, but this doesn't do that often. But then we have this huge spike here. But again, not that many pitfalls either. It trades very sideways here. You can also see that in the stock here. Just look at this. I can draw a line through basically the entire. So yeah, it has traded sideways for quite a while at the moment. But then you look at this past week, it is crazy. Look at this right here. There is a death cross, which would mean there is downward momentum. And then what? This is 12, and this is so 5 days later we have a golden cross, and look at this insane spike. Went from 217 Swedish kroners to 298 Swedish kroners in a week. This is crazy. This is almost 30% in a week. I think this is because that the Nordic countries, including Germany and France and Poland, are increasing their government spending. And as I said, Saab makes planes. They have their Gripen planes. They have anti-air missiles. They have anti-tank missiles. They have torpedoes. You name it. They make so much for the military. It's crazy. Now, if we look at the EPS, we can see it performs mediocre at best. Sometimes they surprise, sometimes they don't. I think this is why they fell a bit here to the good death cross. As you can see, the earnings here or below. So yeah, that's unfortunate. And then we're gonna have some more EPS numbers in April, in the 25th of April. Now, if you look at the dividends, they pay out barely any dividends at all. As you can see here, 0.5%, so I won't go into detail with that. But then if we look at their revenue, it's very nice. They rake in a shit ton of money at the moment. As you can see here, 16 billion Swedish kroners. That is 3 billion US dollars almost. And it's consistent, and it even increased in Q4, which is quite rare, as Q4 is the smallest quarter in the year financially. So this is very interesting. Also that they can keep their net margins so extremely high at 6.88%, a bit down from the 7.1, but then again, so it has a very nice margin line here. Also, if you look at the performance of the stock, it actually has a quite interesting pattern. Every single year it pops right at the end of Q4. Very interesting. But then again, if you look at the trend here and it continues in 2025 as it did in 23 and 24, it's gonna perform nicely. Also with just the way that Europe is gonna have to bolster their defense because of Russia and the Ukraine. So yeah, also now that we have Donald Trump, who has been quite, what can you say, imperialistic, that he isn't gonna help NATO as much if there is a war. So I think that Europe is gonna be purchasing a lot of stuff from Saab. So I think it's gonna be a very nice stock this year. You can also look at the technical analysis. It's just a buy. It's very nice. Price target here from the analyst rating is 259. I think this is way off personally. I think it should be 400 or 440. I think it's gonna increase like crazy because I think every single European nation needs to stock up on missiles, and some of them are gonna need better planes and all that type of stuff. So yeah, very interesting stock at the moment. I would say I could consider buying this. I'm gonna see how it performs after this because as you can see, it has this huge breakout. So if it can calm down a bit and even trade a bit flat, maybe even, I wouldn't mind seeing it just falling a bit, just to take some of that steam off, just for a better, what can you say, feel of how the general opinion on the stock is. So if it falls to maybe 280 around here, I would definitely consider purchasing it. But if it can trade sideways for a while, maybe a couple weeks, then I'm definitely going to purchase this stock. So yeah, but of course, very interesting company at the moment. So, but again, so is every single European defense contractor, I personally think. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.